Good morning, everyone. This is Stephen Las Marias from iConnect 007, and we are here at Nepcon, South China. Joining us today is Ralf Wagenfuehr from Rehm Thermal Systems.
Hello.
Hi, good morning, Ralf, and
Yes.
thank you for joining us here. So first, Ralf, can you please talk about Rehm Thermal Systems and describe your operations in China, in Asia in particular.
This year, actually, Rehm Thermal System has an anniversary. We are 25 years in the SMT field since Mr. Rehm, the owner, launched the company 25 years ago. And in China, we entered 11 years ago with the direct operations, of course, 15 years ago to getting the first customers in China, mainly from Europe, high-end customers like Continental and others. 11 years ago, we started with our own setup here together with our partner, and starting then to have some experience in the production. But our customers in Europe pushing us, of course, our customers in Europe, we are driven by the automotive in Europe, not different from the China market. So, like Bosch, Continental, they're pushing us to do a better setup, a direct setup. They did not accept our joint venture. So this is why we in 2007 finally decided to make our own setup. We moved to Dongguan, and this is why we stopped the joint venture partner factory, and then we're going to our own manufacturing. This makes us a lot of experience, of course. Good 4 years to enter in China, having good experience with the local market, getting used to this market, which is totally new for a European entity here. We are here facing the electronic market, not the automotive. In the first beginning, when we are starting here, we have a lot of electronic production, not automotive, which we are used in Europe. So the field was totally different. We make a good experience. But the automotive suppliers are more and more entering in China with a higher manufacturing rate. So like, as I mentioned, Bosch, Continental, others, our main customers from Europe, they are enlarged their capacity here. So they force us to be here directly. And the good point from 2011, Bosch also, we have a good contract with Bosch, so all the machines must be manufactured in China due to the pricing. And so we are proudly, from 2010, to deliver to all the Bosch factories worldwide from our China plant. So with the experience over the years, we have gained a lot of good supplier chain here in China to have a stable suppliers and have a good experience from the China field. Of course, we Europeans coming here need to learn a lot. And now we are here 11 years, and during the 11 years, the market have changed. Now it's mixed market. Before it's mainly electronics. Now it's automotive electronics. So have a lot of change in the market, which gives us also more challenges. But with learning this process was quite interesting for a European company, and I think we have every time enlarged our production rates in Europe as well, in China here now manufacturing. So now we are staying in last year, we have just enlarged our factory to 6,000 square meters, and we have more than 200 people now in our factory here in China, which is the same as in Germany. So the manufacturing rate here in China is the same as in Europe right now. So it was quite an important step for Rehm to enter the market 10 years, getting that experience, and now be stable in China with a good manufacturing and be flexible for the global market. I think this was the main focus from Rehm. And as a private company, I mean, Mr. Rehm is a private owner. He has, I think, done this step on his own risk, and he managed it quite good, I think.
Wow, 25 years. Can you tell us, what are some of the evolutions that you have witnessed during these past 25 years in the electronics manufacturing industry?
Sure, I'm 15 years in the Rehm company, a little bit longer in the SMT field. So in the beginning, of course, the market's quite closed in Europe, and then only 20 years ago, going global. Even we only 15 years ago, a little bit more than 50 years, going to USA and other markets. So, and before, of course, we are a private company, and in the beginning, the reflow soldering, which we are concentrating as a reflow manufacturer, was quite a small market range in the beginning, but was quite fast developing in Europe. And then, of course, other, like especially automotive, they are exploring all around the global manufacturing places. For the SMT, the demands in the beginning was very simple. They need nitrogen reflow ovens, which Mr. Rehm develops, and then we're coming very quickly up with higher demands, higher throughputs, and more reliable solderings, more flexibility with PCB sizes, and so you have quickly to develop different kind of transport systems, different kind of lengths of ovens. And then we're facing, of course, the interesting thing that every oven produces flux, and then we're entering to the flux management systems. But it helps us that we have good partners. We're working in Europe with institutes, universities, like Fraunhofer Institute or TUH Dresden, some official university institutes. And one very important member for us is Dr. Bell, which is very well known in the European soldering world, we can say so. He has helped in the R&D a lot to work in advance. So very soon we're facing the problem of higher demand of flux management system, which we also think in the beginning already. And we have developed this quite nicely together with our main customers. This time I think Fujitsu Siemens and also Bosch, of course. This was the main customer. We've driven the development in Europe for this demand, and the production rate increased dramatically. So we have the changes then already in 1995. We have started to think about what is the future, the next systems. 1998 we created the V6, which is already ready for lead-free soldering, which the later soldering world only have this request 2004, 2005 finally was cut. But we already from 2008 to 1998 having that equipments ready. And so this is why our customer are happy to have our development in the beginning, so that they don't need to change the system. And this demand, I think, this was good that Mr. Rehm choosing the cooperations with these institutes, as well with Dr. Bell, which is independent in the beginning, so like a freelancer, but it's directly in the R&D department of Rehm company. And with this development, we have systems ahead. That means for the future productions. And this is still the same now. So in Germany, we develop much more systems for the future now, with energy reductions, different kind of concepts for saving energy, having less CO2 emissions reduced for our systems, for the productions, and also meeting the demand of tomorrow for our customers, which is, I think, very important. So not just selling high products, and then we are developing together with our customers now also in China. After we entered here, we're facing a different industry, so that means in China, maybe we can say, or many people are saying, okay, here the 24/7 shift is much more loaded as in Europe. That is not right. The only difference is that here the contents of the PCBs and other residues we are facing here is a little bit more, say, dirty than in Europe. And but we have managed this very well with our partner and our customer here. Finally in China with Swistron and Quanta, which we are going in manufacturing rates up to 7,000 PCBs, 2 months, no maintenance free. So we have different series of flux management systems who can do this. I think this was the biggest challenge, to meeting different customer demands and different markets like in Europe or in China. So, but of course with a good German engineering background from Europe, and the experience we had with our team in Germany, the good input here and the good team in here, we have managed both market to be to increase our market shares while they're seeing our systems are advanced to this technology. Their request, they have this production rates, they have this new technologies, and we have helped them in their problems as well in their processes. And I think this is the strength of the Rehm company. So, but over the years it was quite a change, especially on the flux management. Lead-free make a big change, higher temperatures. As for the PCB components as well, later for the components in the oven, as well the flux accumulated in the oven was different. But I think we were good prepared for this, and now we are very stable in this field, and still working with higher production demands, longer maintenance cycles, to help our customers in this way. This is, I think, the biggest challenges of the last 25 years soldering world. Yeah.
All right. So Vision XC, is it? Can you please talk about that? Is one of the new products you're showcasing at the show right now?
Yeah, we're showing our new VXC here, new VXC system, actually, which we started 4 years ago already with our VXC here in China. It was a request of, in Europe we call it for the cost efficiency production. And in Europe we are selling VXC only in in low configurations and lower sizes like 4:2, 5:3. That is oval lengths of 2.4 meters. So for a small company who have a SMT, but in China we can see we are selling this up to 944, which is already a high runner for certain industry. So over the last 4 years we developed the VXC meeting both markets. So in Europe the shorter machines, here the longer machines, but be more cost efficient. So the price pressure here in China is quite a lot, and Rehm, we have good materials, we have good engineering, but in the beginning we are also the top in the pricing. So our development was that we need to go, we don't want to cut our quality, we don't want to cut our reliability. That was the target, and it has taken us some time compared maybe to others. But now I can say with the new VXC we have met a really good price range to enter in the future markets. I think it's very, very important why in the last 2 years the development in China, the cost rising makes a big price pressure, which now we have the right answer for our customers. And with the new VXC, which will be launched here in the exhibition today, and later in the Productronica in Europe. So we will clear up one series again, so the VXC for the global market, for different kind of market ranges. Of course, other families like VXS for the middle and high runners, as well VXP or VXP Plus. Then for the automotive and the high-end customers, they're in a different market field. So VXC should be placed to the, we call it here, is the local manufacturing areas, simple mobile phone manufacturing, which we're facing a lot. We have a very well also named customer in China now, like Vivo, Bubuka, or TCL, such customers. They have chosen our systems here, why the price level and the performance has met their demand. In future, of course, the VXC, there was a high price pressure. We are facing this in our production as well, our customer facing this. I think they need to have more efficiency to lower prices. With the new VXC and the experience over the last 4 years, we have straightened that in our series into make the flux management systems more reliable, even more collecting flux, more reliable for the production, longer maintenance cycles, more easy maintenance cycles, and but then also having maybe in some areas also more lower prices for some customers, some ranges. Depends on configurations, and this I think is very important for the future as our customers going out of China already. So I think that's not a secret that many customers starting also to have manufacturing in Thailand, Malaysia, around China due to the high price pressure. And here we're facing a very big competition with our local manufacturers here. So here in Shenzhen exhibition you can see a lot of local manufacturing from Dongguan, Shenzhen around. So we have to compete against them. With the VXC we have make a product which can fit into this market. And this is also, I think, very important for the future, that we are gaining more market share and keeping our stability to our customers. Going with them, not that they're choosing other systems. So that is for him very important.
So having said that, could you please tell us some of the opportunities that you're seeing for growth here in this region?
In China? The growth in China?
Growth, yes.
Sure. I mean, there's, I think, two developments. In China, we seeing for our company a growth with the VXC as we having a product which is we're using very good material. We use a lot of standard steel. We have German engineering directly here. We have a big engineering team in Dongguan. But all our engineering designs are finally approved in Germany, going over with our team in Germany. And this makes us that we are providing here a system. It's different from, we can say different from the others, from our weight of the machine as well, from our reliability for the future. Certain customers are saying, yeah, yes, you have problems, others have problems, but after 10 years they're saying, hey, yes, you still have the same problems, but your machine still runs stable. When other machines after a while maybe getting more dirty, getting more problems, getting more not so reliable, they're seeing our machines running for a long period stable. And I think this is important for investment in future for the market here. I think customers start to change their mind a little bit to want more reliable soldering, need more reliable soldering to lower down their cost, have more efficiency. And with our experience from VXP Plus, from the higher series, which we are general, all our development will take in place into the lower series as well. So the experience we make from earlier development stages in high-end series, we also using that experience for the low-end series. And I think this is helping our customers in general in future to have more reliable soldering, more stable machines, and in China I think we hope we can gain more market share. That means we gaining growth. Sure, our competitors therefore must have reduced some, but I think we are on the right way to getting more local customers in China as well with the VXC series.
All right, thank you very much, Ralf Wagenfuehr. And this is Stephen Las Marias from iConnect 007, reporting to you from Nepcon China, South China.